This is ERi-TV, dear viewers. Welcome to English News Broadcast with me, your reporter, Besabet Tagle. Let's start with the major headlines for today. Cycling national team departs to France today, 15 August. Financial support extended to families of martyrs in Barentu. Putin says Russia and North Korea will expand bilateral relations. And Iran's Islamic Revolution Guards Corps seizes a vessel carrying 22,000 liters of smuggled fuel. On your local news, Eritrea's cycling national team under-23 departed today, 15 August, to participate at the Tour d'Avenir that will take place from 18 to 28 August in France. At the farewell ceremony, in which heads of cycling federations took part, Ambassador Zemede Tagle, Commissioner of Culture and Sports, wished good luck to members of the national team and called for integrated team efforts so that they could keep the standard of Eritrea in the under-23 cycling competitions. Mr. Musi Ashel, coach of the national team, and members of the national team on their part, indicating that they have made ample preparations for the competition, expressed confidence to demonstrate competitiveness. The cycling national team under-23, which is the only African team to be honored at this prestigious competition, will compete with 27 national teams. The Tour d'Avenir will incorporate 10 stages covering over 1,130 kilometers. Government employees in Barentu contributed 45,000 nafa in support of families of martyrs in their area, pointing out that supporting families of martyrs is not to be left to specific public institutions only. Mr. Yamane Mahari, acting administrator of Barentu subzone, commended the initiative the government employees took. Mr. Yamane also called on the public to follow the noble example and play their due part in the effort being exerted to improve the livelihoods of families of martyrs. Mr. Daniel Abraha, Secretary of the PFDJ in the subzone, and Mr. Suleiman Yusuf, Head of Organizational Affairs at the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch in the subzone, on their part said that the support is in continuation. The government workers in general and the youth in particular in the subzone have been extending and called for its sustainability. Proceeding with your local news, the residents of Fana Administrative Area Haga subzone are conducting soil and water conservation popular campaign with a view to redress the environment and thereby boost agricultural production. According to a report, the residents of the villages of Ichetada and Shalashe started the popular campaign in the first week of July, and so far they have constructed about 6 kilometers of terraces and a number of water diversion schemes. Likewise, the residents have also cleared the microdam that has been constructed in 2007, and currently it has collected enough water and is expected to supply water both for human consumption and livestock. On your last local report, we have an announcement from the Ministry of Health. One patient has been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 and test is carried out today at testing station in the Central Region. On the other hand, 7 patients who have been receiving medical treatment in hospital in the Central Region have recovered fully and have been discharged from the facility. The total number of recovered patients has accordingly increased to 9,966, while the number of deaths stands at 103. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 10,137. Ministry of Health, Asmara, August 15, 2022. You're still watching ERi-TV, dear viewers. Do stay for the international news after the short break. Welcome back. According to state media in Pyongyang, Russian President Vladimir Putin has told North Korea's Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un that the two countries will expand comprehensive and constructive bilateral relations with common efforts. According to further reports in a letter to Kim for Liberation Day, Putin said closer ties would be in both countries' interests and would help strengthen the security and stability of the Korean Peninsula and the northeastern Asian region. Kim also sent a letter to Putin saying Russian and North Korean friendship had been forged in World War II with victory over Japan, which had occupied the Korean Peninsula. In the letter, Kim also mentioned that the strategic and tactical cooperation, support and solidarity between the two countries has since reached a new level in their common efforts to frustrate threats and provocations from hostile military forces. On your last global report, the head of Hormozgan Province Justice Department said yesterday that the Islamic Revolution Guards Corps naval forces have seized a ship carrying over 22,000 liters of smuggled fuel. He said the case is under judicial investigation, emphasizing that the provincial officials will continue their fierce campaign against organizing fuel smuggling and will never hesitate to protect the interests and the assets of the Iranian people. The judicial official noted that in addition to getting fined and facing prison terms, the smugglers will be also sentenced to confiscation of the smuggled goods. In June, the Islamic Revolution Guards Corps, or also known as the ERi-TV, dismantled a large organized network smuggling fuel to neighboring countries and arrested all the members. The network had been active in 8 provinces in the country. The ERi-TV unit in the Central Markazi province said its intelligence forces successfully identified and busted one of the largest organized networks involving in smuggling subsidized fuel in an accurate and professional intelligence operation. The ERi-TV's navy has also foiled several attacks on Iranian and foreign tankers as well. Dear viewers, and now we will have a recap of today's major headlines. Cycling national team departs to France today, 15 August. Financial support extended to families of martyrs in Eritrea. Putin says Russia and North Korea will expand bilateral relations. And Iran's Islamic Revolution Guards Corps seizes a vessel carrying 22,000 liters of smuggled fuel. Dear viewers, that was it for today. Thanks for watching.